And welcome back to the City Ball Diamond, everyone. Rusty Witcher with you here on the Lark Network. Game 2 of this doubleheader between the K-State Salina Club team and your Hesston College Larks. Larks coming away with the 4-0 victory in Game 1, and Katie Reif to start things off for Kansas State Salina. Or Kansas State, excuse me, not K-State Salina. This is K-State Club team from Manhattan. Okay, and lastly on the hill, the first pitch upstairs for a ball to Reif. We're not sure. We're going to have to do some checking to see if Chelsea Smith set a school record for strikeouts in the game, and she struck out 16. Okay, and lastly on the mound, it comes back with a strike to Reif. And they count 1 ball, 1 strike. Little flare off the hands. Jessie Miranda from deep in the hole. Throw over, and there's 1 away. Bree White now comes to bat for the Cats. And the first pitch is a strike to Bree White from Kalen. Allen's on deck. The 0-1 coming up. That one's fisted and dropping foul. Lexi Avalos out in left with Nissa in center. Jenna Garcia over in right field. Paige at the hot corner. Jesse at short. Shea Hoover getting the nod for Game 2 at second, along with Jenna Schneider at first base. Sadie Leatherman is behind the dish. As that one missing downstairs, and we're joined by the DJ The Sloth here for Game 2. Reese McCrary taking over from Nissa's spot right here. So you guys have questions, comments for Reese? Text us 620-217-1465. Reese will answer your life questions. That one fouled back to the fence. And apparently Reese is very shy this game. She won't even say anything. Okay, we'll get some... Reese is ready. She's on the ball. She's ready for questions. That one fouled back. Oh no, that hit. White aboard. Adams coming to bat now. Now they're talking things over. Not sure if it hit her or hit her on the knob. So they say it did hit her. So 1 away with 1 down here. Or 1 on with 1 down for Adams. And that one misses outside 1 ball. Michaela Adams at bat, and that one misses high and away. Our count 2 balls, no strikes. You guys have text messages for or questions for us. That's a pitch on the inner half for a strike. Go ahead and shoot us a text 620-217-1465. Reese will answer anything. One stays a little bit low on our count 3 balls and 1 strike. Ball 4, free pass, and that's back-to-back runners aboard for K-State. I know their baseball team goes by the nickname of the Bat Cats. Wildcats. That'll bring up Caleb Mesh. Mesh fouls it back. Wayner on deck. So 2-on-1 out here in the top of the first. Little flare popped up. Page makes the play. And they're 2 outs. Vito Wayner coming to bat. And Wayner takes a strike. Burkhart on deck for the Cat. That was foul. That was a slow roller in front. Sadie Leatherman playing it in time. And there's 1 away, or 3 away. Back after this, here on the Lark Network.
Adriana Ruiz from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Amy Bertado from Whittier, California. Anissa Aguilar, Hacienda Heights, California. Cassidy King from Cochranville, Pennsylvania. Chelsea Smith, Tacoma, Washington.
Jenna Garcia, Hutchinson, Kansas.
Jenna Schneider from Lodi, California.
Jessie Miranda from Turlock, California.
Caitlin Lastly from Salina, Kansas.
My name is Alexis Avalos, and I'm from Yucaipa, California.
Madison O'Brien, Zuni, Virginia.
Malia Sandy from Girard, Kansas. Paige Biddle from Sacramento, California.
Reese McCrary from Sacramento, California.
My name is Sadie Leatherman, and I'm from Couts, Indiana.
Shay Hoover, Potwin, Kansas.
And we're moving to the bottom of the first. Jessie Miranda to lead this off. Caitlin Lastly to follow. Lexi Avalos will bat third. It looks like Caleb Mesh on the hill for the Cats, and the first pitch from Mesh coming up. Missing upstairs. 1 ball to Jessie. Jessie lays the bunt down but pops it foul, and she has the count moved to even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, fan of the Cats, fan of the Larks, we'd love to hear from you. Send us a text, 620-217-1465. That one misses outside, and our count 2 balls, 1 strike to Jessie. On the ground of the shortstop, the throw over, and not in time. Jessie thinking 2, and Jessie is going to be out as it took a fortunate bounce. Off the concrete. bounced right into the first baseman, and she was able to throw Jesse out. Kaylin Lastly coming to bat here with a 1 away. And Kaylin takes a strike. Understand baseball won in a walk-off grand slam. So a few fireworks for the baseball team. Changeup misses inside from Mesh, and the count even 1 ball, 1 strike. Reset, she'll even give up relationship advice, so go ahead and text us at 620-217-1465. That one fouled back to the fence, and our count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2 delivery coming up from Mesh. And Kaylin fights it off, fouls it back to the fence 1 more time. So Kaylin, with some batter's box disco dancing, staying alive. And the 1-2. Kaylin, little flare. And that would be clubbed by the second baseman. Nice play as that hung up in the wind. And they're 2 outs. Lexi Avalos coming to bat. Lex with a swing and a miss on the off speed. Two outs here. Hi, Joe. Swing and a miss from Lex, and she's quickly behind 1-2. Strike 3 called outside half, and Lex goes down. Larks go quickly and quietly, 1-2-3. We'll be back after this on the Lark Network.
Robbie Rod, Houston, Texas.
Brett Heichman, Lindsborg, Kansas.
Caden Bartlett, Amber, Oklahoma.
Caleb Stoll, Litchfield Park, Arizona.
Cottom Ferguson, Nassau, Bahamas.
Connor Leach, Erie, Colorado.
Dalton Woody, Cibolo, Texas.
Dave Milburn from Lincoln, Nebraska.
David Berzins, Houston, Texas.
Dave Ryan, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Dayton Watkins, Valley Center, Kansas.
Grant Bloyer, Winfield, Kansas.
Hudson Smith, Waukomis, Oklahoma.
Hugo Kinabuchi, San Diego, California.
Ian Leckie, Overland Park, Kansas.
Justin Durnall, I'm from Windsor, Colorado.
Kalen Haynes, Trophy Club, Texas.
Kendall Theory, Westlake, Louisiana.
Malachi Swartz, Overland Park, Kansas.
Naoki Izumura, Tokyo, Japan.
Natty Solomon, Harrisonburg, Virginia.
Nick Platten from Adelaide, Australia.
Noah Roberts, Wichita, Kansas.
Omar Aguilar, Panama City.
And welcome back to the top of the second here with Tori Burkhart coming to bat for the Wildcats. And Kalen starting Burkhart off with a strike. Can switch it inning on the scoreboard. And there's a strike, and Kalen quickly ahead 0-2. too far outside, and the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Or 1 ball, 2 strikes. Berkeley White on deck. I went downstairs. Our count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's too far in, and our count moves full 3 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and Caitlin has her first strikeout of the contest. Now bring up Berkeley White. So 1 away, top of 2. The first pitch upstairs to White is a ball. Caitlin misses a little bit high, and our count now 2 balls and no strikes. Downstairs. 3 balls and no strikes to White with Watts on deck. Strike right down the pipe. And our count 3-1. 1 away, top 2. No score. Sun trying to stay out. That's tapped foul left side. And the count full 3 balls and 2 strikes. On the ground at Jesse. Jesse checks the runner, throws across, stretched by Jenna in time. And there are 2 outs for Haley Watts. So Watts steps in with 2 away. And fouls it back into the glove for a strike. That's a little flare, and that will drop foul. As Haley Watts quickly behind 0-2. Reese ran over and made a sandwich. Did not for me one. Hurtful. Hurtful. Reese, you're at the table. Fair game, man. Fair game. Everything's fair game. Swing and a miss. Kaylin gets out with a strikeout. We've played 1.5. Larks and Wildcats all knotted up. No runs apiece. Back after this.
Rabbit Ride, Houston, Texas.
Brett Heichman, Lindsborg, Kansas.
Caden Bartlett, Amber, Oklahoma.
Caleb Stoll, Litchfield Park, Arizona.
Tatum Ferguson, Nassau, Bahamas.
Connor Leach, Erie, Colorado.
Dalton Woody, Cibolo, Texas.
Dave Milburn from Lincoln, Nebraska.
David Berzins, Houston, Texas.
Dave Ryan, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Dayton Watkins, Valley Center, Kansas.
Grant Bloyer, Winfield, Kansas.
Hudson Smith, Waukomis, Oklahoma.
Hugo Kinabuchi, San Diego, California.
Ian Leckie of One Park, Kansas.
Justin Durnall, I'm from Winfield.
And welcome back to the City Ball Diamond as we're into the bottom of the second. Sadie Leatherman coming to bat. This will be Sadie's first trip to the dish today. She is 11 for 45 on the season. 1 double, 2 home runs, and 5 runs driven in, but her bat finally started to heat up here for the Larks. Amy Bratato on deck. And the first pitch to Sadie is popped foul. And just out of the reach of the spectators. Sadie hammers on the ground to the third baseman. Throw across as in time. And there's one away. Amy Bratato coming to bat. And Amy in that first game for 1, drew a couple walks, had an RBI, takes a strike. The 0-1. Amy lifts one left side, and that ball off the glove of the left fielder, and Amy will have herself a base, and I'm not sure how you want to score that. Left fielder had to go all the way back. I'm going to give Amy a hit. I'm unofficial, though. Paige Biddle coming to bat. And Amy aboard. There's a line drive. Paige rips a shot, and that will be a ground rule double. Paige takes 2 bags on the double, and Amy will hold at third base. Back-to-back hits here by the Larks. That'll bring up Jenna Schneider. Paige hit that on the screws of that laser beam. Base knock. And that brings up Jenna. So the Larks with a couple back-to-back hits, 2 runners on, with 1 out for Jenna S. And that pitch misses outside. There's Jenna S, Jenna G on the team. Jenna Reese, if you want to be technical about it. And Jenna takes a strike on the inner half. And the count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Curveball missing. Knuckleball skipping away. Amy stays at home at third base. Reese, you said you don't do knuckleballs? You don't catch them? You don't like to catch them? You don't throw them? Actually, you can. I've seen it. That one misses upstairs. Former Lark Megan Red used to throw a knuckleball. Reese, learning never stops. And the 3-1 coming up. Jenna fights it, fouls it off, and the count now rides full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Shea Hoover on deck. Or excuse me, Jenna Garcia on deck. Shea's in the hole. Got ahead of myself. Strike 3 outside corner. And Jenna strikes out, bring up Jenna G. This will be Jenna's first at-bat. Jenna 4 for 16, hitting .250 on the season. And the lefty takes a strike. Dugout chanting for J Money from Hutch, just west of here. Jenna chases, and our count 0-2. The 0-2 delivery outside, and our count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Still 2 aboard with 2 outs. Jenna lays off the pitch inside, and our count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jenna on the ground, slow roller, gloved by the second baseman, not in time, and Jenna aboard with a little single and a base hit and an RBI for Jenna. And the Larks on the board, and that brings up Shea Hoover. Jenna showing off her wheels. Runner goes. Jenna's safe at home, and Paige trots in. And the Larks manufacturing things on the base paths, and they take a 2-0 lead. Larks up 2-0. And Shea takes a swing. We'll count 1 ball, 1 strike here. There's a strike on the outside half, and Shea now behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 delivery stays low, and the count will be even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 misses high, and our count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Shea fouls one off, fights it off. And our count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Got text saying, "Go Jenna, we love you," from the Schneiders in California. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Shea goes down looking. Larks do some damage. They put 2 across. We've played 2 innings. Larks lead 2-0 back after this. And welcome back to the City Ball Diamond, and Malia Meyer coming to bat for the Cats. As we're into the top of the third, Larks leading 2-0. Kalen Lastly starting Meyer off with a strike. The 0-1 from Kalen. Strike on the outside half, and the count now 0-2. That went too far outside in our count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Top of the third, Larks leading 2-0. Swing and a miss, and Meyer strikes out. Third strikeout of the contest for Kalen, and the first out of the inning for the Lark defense. There's a strike to the Katie Reif. Oh, and missing outside. Our count 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 coming up. Line drive, Kalen says no and snags it. And there are 2 away. Kalen calmly snaps it off. That bringing up Bree White. White drew a walk, or was hit by a pitch, excuse me, and takes a ball inside. Fly ball right side, and that'll be out of play. Our count 1-1. So Reese from Cali, who's your favorite Major League Baseball team? The San Francisco Giants. So Reese is a Giants fan. Poor girl. The 1-1 coming up on the ground at Page. Page throw across in time. And that is 8 straight batters retired here by Kalen. We'll be back after this. And welcome back to the City Ball Diamond. Top of the third, Jesse got to first on an error, but then the Candy hop came off, played perfectly by the first baseman. She was tagged out at second, so Jesse really 0 for 1. From the bottom of the third, she lays the bunt down, And that's going to be trouble City. Jesse takes first. And a runner aboard. Jesse showing off her wheels, and that brings up Kaylin lastly. Kaylin popped out. And so Kaylin now batting from the left side of the plate. Showing that she's got a little bit of switch hitter in her. Kaylin shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a ball. Kaylin lays the bunt down. And they said that the ball hit Kaylin still in fair territory. Very dodging a bullet. Not quite as big as a bullet as the check swing Reese dodged in the first game. And time being called. So some time they're talking things over out there at the mound. K-State, what they want to do defensively. With Kaylin trying from the left side. Count 1-1 strike to Kaylin. Kaylin still batting left-handed. Jesse swiping second easily. The bunt attempt, the pitch dropped into the dirt. That's the count 2-1 to Kaylin. Kaylin lays the bunt down, fouls it off. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Strike 3 on the outside corner. And Kaylin strikes out. 1 away for Lex. A pitch outside. Jesse dances back. Lex takes a strike. Jesse with a healthy lead over at second base with 2 away. It's going to be 1 away. 2-0 our score. Lark's in front. Lex, a little flare. That will drop for a base hit all the way to the fence. And Lex will head to second with the double. Jesse trots in easily. And Lex has a double and an RBI. And the Larks now lead 3-0 for Sadie Leatherman. So Lex drives in a run. And Sadie takes the ball downstairs. That's on the ground through the third baseman. And Sadie will be aboard. I think that will be charged as an error. So runners move to the corners. Amy Bertato coming up with one away and runners at the corners. Amy shoots one out there, and that will be to the fence, and a runner coming in. Sadie will pull into third. No, she's on her way home, and Amy will have a 2-run single. And the Larks breaking this game open quickly, tacking up 2 more runs. And the Larks now lead 5-0 for Paige Biddle. And Nis coming in to run. So Amy has a 2-run single. She's 2 for 2. A couple of runs driven in. The Larks now lead 5-0, bottom 3, with 1 away for Paige Biddle. Nis coming in to run. A pitch missing downstairs to Paige. Nis played DJ game 1. Handed over the reins to DJ2 Reese. So the sloth next to me. And that is hammered on the ground. The second baseman through the second baseman. Paige will have herself a base on the error. And Nis nearly caught in a rundown. So the error gives the Larks 2 runners on for Jenna Schneider. Jenna struck out looking her first at bat. Bottom 3, Larks have put up 3 runs in the inning. And Jenna takes one downstairs. Jenna takes a strike. And the runners dance back, trying to make something happen on the base paths. 5-0 our score. That one missing outside. Got a text message here saying, "Go Anissa, I got my eye on you. Love, Auntie Paula." So, Nis being watched closely out there at second base. Jenna shoots one out there in the gap. That'll be a base knock. Nis will trot in. Jenna thinking 2. She'll pull in. Larks go corners. Paige stopping. And Jenna has a single and an RBI. Paige goes first to third. And Nis comes around to score. And the Larks now lead 6-0 here in our third inning. And that brings up Jenna G. Four runs across here. And the Larks starting to threaten to make a mess of my scorebook. Jenna G takes one upstairs for a ball. Jenna, the sophomore from Hutch, for some reason has the most 2 towards me on the team. Always wants to rumble with me between games. That's what she said. Jenna offered at the changeup and takes the strike. I don't know why Jenna has to be so threatening with me. Jenna fouls it back to the fence, and the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's text saying, good job, Lexi. Woot woot, love from your family. Jenna fouls another one off, and Jenna with the batter's box disco dancing, more staying alive. Reese not appreciative of the commentary there. Jenna lays off, and our count now evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Reese, known as the Sloth, he has an uncanny ability to sleep anywhere. I've seen it firsthand. Strike 3 called as Jenna looks at the outside pitch, and they're 2 away. I went with a team to Hutch last year and wrote a feature on them to play Hutchins Community College. Reese was sleeping before the van left the parking lot. Never seen anything quite like that. And Shay Hoover comes to bat. Shay struck out looking her first at bat. And Shay takes a strike. Larks lead 6-0. Runners at the corners. That one comes inside, and there's a strike to Shay, and Shay quickly behind 0-2. Shay is looking for her first hit this season. Swing and a miss, and Shay goes down swinging. But the Larks send 9 runners to the plate, scoring 4 runs. They take a 6-0 lead heading into the top of the 4th. We will be back.
Rabbit Rod, Houston, Texas.
Adriana Ruiz from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Amy Bertado from Whittier, California. Anissa Aguilar, Hacienda Heights, California. Cassidy King from Cochranville, Pennsylvania. Chelsea Smith, Tacoma, Washington.
Jenna Garcia, Hutchinson, Kansas.
Jenna Schneider from Lodi, California.
Jessie Miranda from Turlock, California.
Kaylin Lastly from Salina, Kansas.
My name is Alexis Avalos, and I'm from Yucaipa, California. Madison O'Brien, Zuni, Virginia.
Malia Sandy from Girard, Kansas.
Paige Biddle from Sacramento, California.
Reese McCrary from Sacramento, California.
My name is Sadie Leatherman, and I'm from Couts, Indiana.
Shay Hoover, Potland, Kansas.
And welcome back here to the top of the 4th. Larks lead 6-0. Michaela Adams coming to bat with Mesh on deck and Wayner to follow. A pitch missing downstairs. There's a fly ball right side, and that is out of play for a foul ball. Our count 1-1. That one missing downstairs, and our count moves 2 balls and 1 strike. This batter drew a walk the last at bat. There's a little pop up, 1 hopper. Jesse can't come up with it. And the Cats have a runner on the error. Top 4, the leadoff runner aboard for the Cats, and that is only the second time today, or third time today, that the Wildcats have had a leadoff runner aboard. As we said, Chelsea struck out 16 batters, and we're not sure if that is a Lark record, as that one fouled back to the fence for Mesh. We think it's close. It might be a single-game strikeout record. Chelsea striking out 16 batters in Game 1. That one missing upstairs on our count. 1-1. Keep checking the Lark website. We're going to see if we can't get someone aboard to stream tomorrow's baseball games with Southwestern Iowa. Doubleheader starting at 3 o'clock. There's a little flare, and that will drop in for a base hit. Mesh has a seen eye single, and there are 2 runners on. And Wayner coming to bat. So 2 on, none out here for the Cats. Got a text saying, I see you, Lexi, big sis Erica, watching from Palm Springs, California. Bat fouled into the glove, and that's a good play by Adams. Take the base on the stolen base. Foul tip into the glove. It's a live ball. She can take the base, and she did. It's not a foul ball, folks. It's a foul tip into the glove. It's a live ball. That one missing outside, or excuse me, catching the outside corner, and they count 0-2. It's a baseball rule there. Ball is foul tip into the glove is still a live ball. The runner can advance. When it gets back to the fence, it's a foul ball, and the runner can advance. So good heads-up base running by the Cats. That one dumping into right field. Shea trying to glove it, not coming up with it. It will be a slow rolling base hit, and K-State has a run. So K-State putting their first run of the series up. That one missing outside high. Two on, none out here in the top of the 4th. On the ground, Kalen going to Page. Page trying to roll it up, and a great scoop over on the far side. The 1-5-3 double play. And there are 2 outs. Great play by Page and a good scoop by Jenna at first base. So 2 away in the 2nd. On the ground, Kalen with a nice backhand stab, throws across. Larks work their way out of a mini jam. We've played 3.5. Larks lead 6-1. We're back after this on the Lark Network. And welcome to the bottom of the fourth. Jesse Miranda lead this off. Larks leading 6-1. K-State got a run back. Their first run of the weekend, their first run of their club season. These are the first games for K-State. They've been at the mercy of the weather, much like everybody else in the Midwest. Jesse lays the bunt down, a perfect bunt again, and Jesse aboard, showing off her wheels with the single. This is Malia Meyer now pitching here. So that'll bring up Kaylin Lastly. And Kaylin will try it from the left side again. Swinging, and Jesse swiping second, pops up. So Jesse moved to second. Reese is sitting at the table critiquing my computer work. Kaylin offers out of the bunt. Nobody there. And Jesse swiping third base. So a stolen base there for Jesse. Second stolen base. Her third of the contest. That one too far outside. I count 1 and 2 to Kaylin. That one stays downstairs, and our count 2 and 2 to Kaylin. Excuse me, 3 and 1. 3 and 1 to Kaylin. There's a fly ball. Center field going back over the head of the center fielder. Kaylin's going to have herself a double. Jesse trots in easily. And Kaylin with a double, and the Larks now lead 7-1. Bottom 4. So Kaylin gets a double and a ribby. Now bring up Lexi Avalos. Lex doubled in a run her last at bat. That one outside. Or excuse me, catches the black for a strike. So Kaylin with a ribby on the double. And the Larks get the run back. They now lead 7-1. No outs. And that one skips away from the catcher, and Kaylin will take second on the wild pitch, or the pass ball, whichever you'd like to score that. So Kaylin moves over to third. Swing and a miss for Lex. She's having the count even, 1 ball, 1 strike, or 1 and 2, excuse me. That went too far in, and our count evens up at 2 and 2. Lex fouls it off, and in the words of the Bee Gees, stays alive. So the count right in at 2 and 2. Lex on the ground at the second baseman. The pitch and cover is there in time. Kaylin does trot home. Lex will get a sacrifice hit out of the play and an RBI. And there's one away, and the Larks now lead 8-1. Sadie Leatherman coming to bat. Sadie, fly ball hanging up in the wind, and that will be played out in left field for the catch. She got underneath it just a little bit, and they're 2 outs. That brings up Amy Britato. So Amy lifts one right side, and a running snag by the right fielder. Larks get 2, and they lead 8-1. We're back after this here on the Lark Network.
Adriana Ruiz from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Amy Britato from Whittier, California. Anissa Aguilar, Hacienda Heights, California. Cassidy King from Cochranville, Pennsylvania. Chelsea Smith, Tacoma, Washington.
Jenna Garcia, Hutchinson, Kansas.
Jenna Schneider from Lodi, California.
Jessie Miranda from Turlock, California.
Kaylin Lastly from Salina, Kansas.
My name is Alexis Avalos, and I'm from Yucaipa, California.
Madison O'Brien, Zuni, Virginia.
Malia Sandy from Girard, Kansas.
Paige Biddle from Sacramento, California.
Reese McCrary from Sacramento, California.
My name is Sadie Leatherman, and I'm from Couts, Indiana.
Shay Hoover, Potland, Kansas.
And welcome back to the City Ball Diamond as we're into the top of the 5th. Larks lead 8-1 with Wattsmeyer and Reif all due up here. And Pup here in the stands enjoying the music. So Haley Watts struck out her first at bat. Now check that this is Chloe Chisholm coming to bat. And there's a strike at the knees to Chisholm. The 0-1 coming up from Kaylin. That one upstairs in our count. Even at 1 ball and 1 strike. You guys are... The pitch fouled off to the fence. If you guys are interested in helping out Lark Athletics, Lark Open on June 1st. There's information at heston.edu/larks about that. Sign up, get your golf team out there, come out to support Lark Athletics. It's a fun tournament. Some buy-ups, some mulligans, raffle prizes. That one missing downstairs. Our count 2-2 to Chisholm. Chisholm was 0 for 3 in game 1 with 3 strikeouts. Fly ball, and that'll get out of play on the right side. The ball will not cross the street. Not street here. That one pops straight up. Sadie calling for it, making the play. And there's one away. Meyer digging in. She struck out her first at bat. That's fouled off to the fence on the left side. And they count 1 strike. I believe the Larks travel to Highland coming up. Oh, I'm missing downstairs. That will be a very big test in conference play against the Scotties. Reese, is that Tuesday or Thursday? Thursday they travel to Highland. Thank you. There's a strike on the outer half to Meyer. The count 1 ball and 2 strikes. That one downstairs, and our count evens at 2-2. That pitch outside low, and our count full 3 balls and 2 strikes. Little flare. Dumped foul. If you guys want more information about the locker open, contact Dustin Yalian, men's basketball coach. 620-327-8205. Or you can email him at dusting@heston.edu. That's fouled back to the fence again, and another long at bat for Meyer. That one outside and a walk issued. So free base to Meyer brings up Katie Reif. Reif 0 for 2. Her last at bat, she ripped a shot right back up the middle, but Kaylin snapped it off very calmly. And there's a strike to Reif. The 0-1. Sadie snap throw back, and just getting underneath the tag was Meyer. On the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike now to Reif. Fly ball, left center field. Lex going back and go up over Lex's head. Play at third base. And out at third was Meyer. Meyer gunned down. Reif takes second. 7-6-5 on the putout. And they're 2 away. Bree White coming to bat. Reif has her first hit of the day with a double. That's on the ground. Past Shea Hoover, base hit. And a run coming home for the Wildcats. They take it on the errant throw. The Wildcats trim the lead to 8-2. Little flare popped up and played by Caleb, but the Wildcats get one back. 8-2, we'll go to the bottom of 5. Larks coming to bat. Back after this.
Rabbit Rod, Houston, Texas.
Brett Heichman, Lindsborg, Kansas.
Caden Bartlett, Amber, Oklahoma.
Caleb Stoll, Litchfield Park, Arizona.
Tatum Ferguson, Nassau, Bahamas.
Connor Leach, Erie, Colorado.
Dalton Woody, Cibolo, Texas.
Dade Milburn from Lincoln, Nebraska.
David Berzins, Houston, Texas.
Dave Ryan, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Dayton Watkins, Valley Center, Kansas.
Grant Bloyer, Winfield, Kansas.
Hudson Smith, Waukomis, Oklahoma.
Hugo Kinabuchi, San Diego, California.
Ian Leckie of Owen Park, Kansas.
Justin Durnall, I'm from Windsor, Colorado.
Kalen Haynes, Trophy Club, Texas.
Kendall Theory, Westlake, Louisiana.
Malachi Swartz, Overland Park, Kansas.
Naoki Kizumura, Tokyo, Japan.
Natty Solomon.
And welcome back to the bottom of the fifth page. Middle coming to bat. Larks leading 8-2. And a pitch missing outside for a ball. Reese telling me that was obvious the Giants are her favorite team. I didn't think it was obvious. There are a lot of California baseball teams to choose from. The count now 2 balls, no strikes. I went upstairs and Page quickly. I had 3 balls, no strikes. Got a text saying, "Go Larks" from Grammy and Papa Schneider driving back from Lodi. Jenna draws a walk, and she is aboard. And that brings up, Paige draws a walk. That brings up Jenna Schneider. Jenna singled in a run her last at bat. And Jenna takes a pitch upstairs for a ball. Jenna takes a strike now in the count. Evens 1 ball, 1 strike. I'll give Reese credit. At least she's a National League fan. National League fan. The 1-1. Swing and a miss from Jenna. And Paige will take second on the pass ball. Ball outside, and the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jenna fouls it into the glove, strike 3. That brings up Jenna Garcia. So Jenna G is hit by the pitch, and Jenna will trot her way to first. So Jenna G on, and that brings up Shay. Shay's 0 for 2. Shay's looking for her first hit this season. This would be the time to get one here. Bottom 5, Larks up 8-2. And Shay takes one upstairs. 1 ball. one stays upstairs, and the count now 2 balls, no strikes to Shea. 1 away in our 5th. 2 on, and the Larks up 8-2. I went too high, and Shea has the count move 3 balls, no strikes. So most likely that bat will be glued to Shea's shoulder. And there's a strike on the 3-0. Page at second, Jenna at first. Ball 4, and Shea draws the walk, and she is aboard. And the bases are loaded for Jessie Miranda, who is 2 for 2, or 2 for 3. A pair of singles and 3 stolen bases. So Jessie coming to bat here. The Larks with a chance. Jessie coming to bat. The meadow is occupied. A nest full of Larks out there for Jessie. And Jessie hammers one through the whole left side. Base hit. Run coming home. A second on the heels. And Jessie with a 2-run single. And the Larks now lead 10-2. That will end it as Jessie sends in 2 runs. Larks come away 10-2. Ball game is over. That's going to do it for us. Keep tuning in. We might have Lark baseball tomorrow on the Lark Network. So I'm Rusty Witcher saying thank you and have a wonderful rest of your weekend.